And I also want to hear your take on fiat currency. When I say
Mhm.
fiat currency, in 1971, August 15th, Richard Nixon, he said we're going to go away from golden standards. I'll let you like talk more about it, what golden standard is, and why did we go away, or at least like why did US choose to go away, and then they bought in the fiat currency. And do you believe the fiat currency sustained until now? Do you think it's going to still sustain the future of the economy, or do you think this is going to give rise to cryptocurrencies or different kind of currencies?
So I will take your question in two parts. First, the gold standard.
Correct.
US was on gold standard before 1971, which means that any dollar bills, we still use dollar bills,
Correct.
nothing was different, except that it was backed by physical gold stored by the government. Some of the gold we have here, they go mining and they find it, but a lot of it was coming from Africa. We were
Mhm.
buying that gold from Africa. At some point in 1950s, 60s, the French said, which France has colonies in Africa, many countries that they colonized, they said US should not get all the gold from Africa, so they started buying some of the gold from
Mhm.
Africa. And we couldn't find enough gold to back our currency. As we had recessions, to print money, you have to find new gold
Okay.
equivalent to that additional money that you print. We couldn't get enough gold to be able to print enough money to fight a recession.
Got it.
That became unsustainable.
Mhm.
That's why Richard Nixon quit the gold standard in 1971. So we don't need gold to print money anymore.
Mhm.
So blame the French for for us losing the gold standard.
Okay.
If you like the gold standard,
Uh-huh.
yes.
And the second part of the question that gave rise to fiat currency, that means like by degree, like the value holds because the
Mhm.
federal says so, right? Do you think there's any issue with the fiat currency?
Fiat currency means uh, our dollar bills, our dollar is not backed by any gold or
Tangible.
anything tangible. It doesn't have any intrinsic value. Like you can't do anything with that money except for it being money. Like you cannot burn and create heat. That's not going to be a good use of it. So fiat currency means the only reason people trust, accept, and use dollars is because U.S. government says this is the official currency of the country.
Country.
So government backing creates the confidence for people to accept for buying and selling
Hmm.
dollar bills.
Okay.
So are there problems with fiat currency? Maybe yes, but less than I think some virtual currencies or cryptocurrencies because it's well regulated by the government. Nobody can print dollars except for the US government, and they will go after that person very harshly. There are some laws about that,
Uh-huh.
yes. Mhm.
So what is your take on cryptocurrencies? Like, are you a believer? What is your take on it?
I'm not much of a believer. There are multiple problems with cryptocurrency. First, they are so volatile.
Hmm.
Initially, they rose so high, then they crashed. Some people made money, some people lost money. So this is more like like an asset that people investing in instead of money
Hmm.
that a shop like Walmart Publix accepts.
Correct.
So it's more like an investment,
Hmm.
but it's so volatile that people are gonna be hurt. And in the stock market, you have more affluent people on average investing.
Correct.
When it comes to cryptocurrency, you get more minorities, poorer people, younger people investing.
Hmm.
So vulnerable people are getting hurt more. That's gonna raise inequality.
Hmm.
So in addition, it's not well regulated. Like US dollar is very well regulated. Cryptocurrency is not centralized by the government. There is not enough regulation. So in that case, it's open to money laundering, corruption. So for those reasons, I don't really support
You don't support.
cryptocurrency.
Yeah, for me, like I've researched a lot on cryptocurrencies. I take the probably non-conventional approach. Like I'm a believer of
Mhm.
cryptocurrency just because I feel in the world nowadays everything is going towards being decentralized,
Mhm.
right? With the social media coming in, with a lot of universities putting their courses on YouTube and
Yes, yes.
stuff. So I take that's how I started, like, learning about cryptocurrencies. Like, it became decentralized and every single transaction is
Mhm.
traceable. But I never thought about the lower middle income classes.
Mhm.
Like, how would they storm out that volatility that happens in that? Because, like you said, if I can go and buy 1 pound of bread today, and tomorrow if I cannot buy, it might not be difficult for affluent to swallow that, but for a lower middle class, it'll be too much for them to swallow the volatility. I didn't think about that,
Yes,
but you
yes,
bring up a really good point
yes, yes.
about that. Yeah, interesting.